practice, and especially when it's so unexpected.
On Tuesday night, just after practice on the campus of Strack Intermediate School in Spring, 11-year-old Josiah Marcel Maximus Miles fell to the ground. He didn't get back up.
He had his favorite meal, which is spaghetti. Me and him had actually just cooked it that Sunday, and he was having the rest of the leftovers on that Tuesday. And I took him to practice.
Number 5, Josiah Miles.
Yeah! Josiah's father, Joshua Miles, explains that Tuesday evening started out as a normal night.
Greetings, kings and queens. It's your boy Jay Miles with Uppa Level, bringing you Level Up. And guess what? We about to get keened up and queened up so we can what?
Level up!
DJ John the Man, take us there one time.
If you want your mind to be free,
Level up, y'all.
to see the kingdom with me.
Where's it at?
It's inside of you, it's inside of me.
That's right.
So let go and let God be free. If you want to be free, then today's your opportunity to go up the level with me.
Come on, y'all.
My kings and queens.
Upper level. Come seek the kingdom and worship him.
Man, give it up real quick for my boy DJ John the Man. Y'all, come on, come on, come on. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, DJ John. Guys, I'm so excited today. We have, man, today's a special day, September 27th. This is the passing of my son, Josiah Marcel Maximus Miles. He was 11. But before we even get into that today, I think y'all know what time it is, right? It's our what? Temperature gauge check. There it is, there it is. So, y'all know how we do. Who wants to give us your temperature first to check in? Okay, to check in mentally and physically. Come on, Miss Gabby, talk to us.
95 physically because I'm sore.
Okay.
Mentally 100.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Physically, I'm 100 and mentally an 80.
Hold on real quick. Why we at 100 though, Bianca?
Because I feel good.
Okay, how about mentally?
School, you know.
Okay.
Just starting, you know.
Yep.
I'm 100% physically and 100% mentally because everything's just going good.
75% physically and 100% mentally. And the reason is because mentally, because of my grades and stuff, and physically, my wrist.
Okay, we'll take it. So, you know what? I want all my people that are watching this right now, can you go and give us your temperature as well? We want to actually pray for you. There might be something that's hurting you, you know, physically. You might be going through something mentally. This is your time to check in where your temperature is at. Is that all right? Go ahead real quick. Put your comments in. This is for everybody. We want to implement this around the world so we can all check up on one another. Okay? I have an exciting episode today. It's a special one because, again, it deals with my son Josiah, and I'm just so thankful and happy that all of his friends have come to be a part of this episode today. I always want to continue to honor him every year because I believe that his passing was definitely not in vain. It's to be a blessing to someone that's out here right now that's going through. And today we also want to talk about what it really means to have that special loved one that you have been with that has passed away. And sometimes we don't realize that we're dealing with things, you know, just mentally, it still hurts. It still means so much to us. And I believe that my son Josiah, he would want us to continue to keep on smiling, being happy, because it's not a sad time, it's a joyous time. Even though we might live in a world that's, you know, chaotic and going crazy, there's still hope, and that's what this is representing today. There's still hope, all right? I got my boy Tori, which was Josiah's coach for his football, his baseball, and what I loved about what Tori's basketball, what Tori did, Tori was is a great still motivator. And actually him and his son Taj, Richard had Taj back there, they were really, really good friends as well. But what I love about it is how me and Tori came together, and Tori just helped Josiah go to another level. So I'm gonna let you kind of speak about it, Tori. Go ahead, man, Coach.
Well, it was really easy. It was easy with Josiah because you already know he was very talented physically. You know, he was very athletic.
Yeah.
And he was coachable.
Yeah.
Right. He was really sharp. His IQ for sports was, you know, through the roof. So it was a really good. It was a blessing actually to have him as an athlete, to be able to, you know, perform some of the strategic things we needed to be done on the field, football, baseball, basketball. You know, I was able to coach him in everything because he was coachable. He was sharp.
Yes.
And, you know, he played with my son.
Yes.
And with them, man, we won just about. And, I could pat myself on the back a little bit.
For sure.
Because we were undefeated in just about everything.
Yes.
And it was because of their talent and their athleticism and their coachability.
There you go.
And their game IQ.
Yes.
And not only that, Josiah was very, very respectful, man. And I credit that to his parents. I credit you for that because he was the oldest 11-year-old I knew. You know, everything was yes, sir. I mean, he was look you in your eye. He was very respectable, and to his teammates as well. So, and as a leader, I needed that. And you know, he was there. If the coach needed a couple seconds to get himself together, which was me.
Yeah.
Josiah was like, "Okay, guys, we're gonna do this warm up." I was like, "I like that kid. I like that kid." So, and that's not just me talking; those are facts. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Man, I appreciate that. You know, it's one thing that you said, Tori, that keeps ringing in my spirit. You said he was teachable, man.
Very coachable.
And you know, if I can depart something to the youth today as well, is are you able to be teachable? Because if you're not able to be teachable to receive what's being said, you won't really be able to go further in life where you're supposed to go. And I'm hoping there's somebody that's in their teens right now. You might have a little bit of friction with your parents, but let me tell you something. It's not to cause friction, it's to cause to be obedient. We talked about that in one of our episodes already. Obedience is the key to be able to learn from your parents. Is it all right, T?
That's wonderful.
Because again, Josiah just didn't pass just to pass, but he did it in an honorable way, a respectable way. And I'm so proud to have had called him my son. He was my only son, but I honor him today. You know what? So as I'm thinking about it, Hannah, what would you actually say to somebody that has a sibling or someone that's close to them? What would be your advice of how to just cherish the moment with them?
I feel like when you have siblings, like sometimes you take them a lot for granted, like, because they can be annoying. Like, I know we talk about Josiah, like, he was this perfect little, like, that's how, you know, y'all view him. But, you know, like, as a sister, like, I got, like, the real, like, Josiah. So sometimes, you know, like, having a sibling, like, just like, dang, like, it's annoying. But at the same time, like, it does teach you a lot of things, like, you know, how to love somebody, how to care, you know, about someone else. And it's just like having the type of like companionship. And going into high school, like, I'm a senior now, my brother would have been a sophomore, like, you know, he would have been playing sports. So it's something like that I feel like I can't like really do, like, go to his games and like things like that. But I don't know, anybody with a sibling, I would just say, like, cherish like the time that you have with them, because I know, like, sometimes, like, you know, like, y'all can be going at it, or, you know, y'all have real problems, y'all really don't like each other, but at the end of the day, like, that's your family and that's who that you were put with, so you might as well just, you know, embrace it. And like, I feel like now, like, at this age, like, if I did have Josiah here, like, we would have so much in common, and I feel like we would just have like been able to like do a lot of things together, like, we would have matured and just been, you know, the little duo.
Absolutely. Alba, is there something that Is there something, Alba, that you might want to also just kind of tell us about Josiah? Because I know Alba was one of our neighbors in the neighborhood, and I know her and Josiah was kind of close as well. Josiah was able to connect with anybody, okay? So I'm going to let her tell the story. Go ahead.
So I moved from Spring to Klein in 3rd grade, and like I saw Josiah on the bus, and we became friends like on like my 2nd week of school. And then like we were already really close at school, but like once we both found out we lived in a neighborhood, we like would go outside every day. We formed a whole neighborhood group, like including Devin and Hannah, and that extended until like it's still some of them still play outside now. And I just like know Josiah's effect. Like he was friends with anybody. He was like my best guy friend. I consider him as a brother at that point, because the fact that we were like so near each other in each other's houses, like I would literally go there. I would go to the Thanksgiving dinners and everything, where it would be way too much. But yeah, and I just feel like he brought us all together. Like even though we were little, if there was like ever a little argument, Josiah would always resolve it in a sport, and then he would still crack jokes to make us feel a little bit better about the situation. But Josiah was like stuck with me to glue. I feel like I can consider him as my actual brother, and I embrace him, and I like want to continue and carry on his legacy that he carried.
And Mr. Devin himself. Dev, you're my God beyond the sky. Devin is my man. So we used to stay in the neighborhood as well, and Devin lived right across from us. And so Devin was definitely one of Josiah's best friends. And Devin, I'm going to let you tell a story with him.
Even though we're not related by blood, I thought of Josiah as a brother because we'd hang out every day playing video games, running around outside, to the point where our parents had to tell us like not to hang out as much, even during school days. We'd hang out every single day. And I feel like he really formed my personality, because a lot of the things he used to do, like football and basketball, are some of my favorite things to do now. And I just really miss him.
Man, you know, I want to encourage everybody today, because like I said, this is not a sad time at all. This is a joyous time, and this is our way of honoring Josiah, his legacy of what he's left. And I'm just hoping and praying that we can just give a little bit back to you. I talked about before turning your pain into passion. Well, this has definitely been my passion now, and I believe that we are sponges, and we want to be able to really infiltrate all the things that he left behind to bring out. I love what Devin said. Devin was like, man, he has now influenced me to do all these other things that, man, I just learned about that right now. Wow. So I just really want to encourage everyone to know that just because you lost somebody, it's not the end of the road. There's so much left. And I know we keep on saying purpose, but I promise you it's true. The reason why I'm still standing is because of purpose. And guess what? Assignment. And we're going to get into that too, what assignment really means. But I tell you what, until next time, go on real quick on our social media pages. Check out everything that we have there. I would love for you to leave some comments. Just click like. If this is blessing you, just hit like and subscribe. I'm not asking for anything else but just to be a blessing to you all. So guess what? Be the change, because you are the change for such a time as this. Until next time, what we're going to do? Level up!
If you want your mind to be free,
Level up, y'all.
to see the kingdom with me,
Where's it at?
that's inside of you.